No internet? No internet? Late. You're late. You're late. Now it came. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 88, verse number 9. So in the previous verse, we studied an important verse spoken by Bhagavan, which was a reply to Yudhishthira's question, which was a reply to Parikshit's question to Shukdev, in which he said that when he wants to give his blessing to somebody, then slowly, gradually, he takes away his wealth, makes him poor. And then when he becomes poor, everybody leaves him. Then he has no shelter but me. So this is what I do. And we have had a nice commentary by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So he is continuing on that point here also. Seda vithato dyogo nirvinnah syadhane haya matparei krit maitrasya karishye mad anugraham. So Bhagavan says that when he loses his money, then he makes more effort to get money. And I spoil that effort also, so that he cannot get it. So he only have that much patience. So then he becomes dejected, nirvinna. So he gives up the idea of earning wealth and he makes friendship with devotees. Matparai krit matrasya karishye madanugraham. And then I give him again my blessings. So first blessing comes in the form of making him destitute, and second blessing comes making him fixed in bhakti. So that's the two blessings. Sandeep was asking about blessing. So, blessing can come like this. So, karishye madanugraham dvitiyo ayam anugraho asadharana. So, when Krishna says that I then give my grace, so he says this is the second grace. And this is very extraordinary. Why? Because this is what gives him bhakti now. Previous one was just preparing the ground so that he can accept bhakti. Because when a person is proud and successful in life, then bhakti is not very appealing to most people. So therefore he says now he gets the asadharana anugraha, very special blessing. Bhakti rasamrit varshi yadartham eva me prathamo anugraha dukha santap phalo abhut. So he says that this second blessing showers the nectar of bhakti rasa. And it is for this reason only that the first blessing was given, in which the outcome was suffering and distress. So first suffering and distress is given, and then relief comes from that in the form of bhakti. Ateva anugraham karishye iti aparujya mad anugraham mam eva anugraham karishye iti. So karishye mad anugraham. So he did not simply say that anugraham karishye, that I give him grace, but he says I give him my grace. So the word my, mad has been used. So that means this grace is non-different from him, mam eva anugraham, as if he himself comes in the form of this grace. And that is the meaning. Tad brahma paramam sukshmam chinmatram sad anantakam ato mam sudaradhyam hitva nyan bhajte janaha. So then he says that by my grace, then one has experience of Brahman, or that is Satyanarayana Bhagavan, which is very, very sukshma, very subtle, difficult to understand because it is chinmatram, it is pure consciousness, and it brings an end to material existence, anantakam, or it is unending. And he says it is therefore understood that ato mam sudararadhyam hitva anyan bhaste jana. Therefore, I am not easy to worship, and for this reason, people don't worship me, but they worship other devas, giving up my worship. See the reason. Because when there is anybody who will hear this, then will already get scared that I don't want any blessing like this. Because people are materially attached, so they are interested in material welfare, material well-being, material pleasure. So they don't like this. Ateva anugraham swatulyattvena vishinasti. So therefore this anugraha is just like himself, that is being distinguished here. Tad brahma iti brihattamatvat bahiranga loka durlakshakvat cha brahmatulyam. So this grace is very great and it cannot be appreciated by materialistic people, because materialistic people do not consider this as a grace. Different people have different idea of what grace means, and mostly people think grace means something material. You get wealth, you get position, power, followers, friends, something material, then you think you have got the grace of God. And people go and worship in the temples also for such things. But this type of grace which is being described here is not really visible outside. This is internal. So one is having the internal experience and loses interest externally, it becomes pauper anyway. So therefore, this is not something understood by materialistic people. So Brahma Tulyam, it is equal to the absolute reality, Paramam Sarvotkristam. This is the highest type of grace. Anugrahayasya bhaktasya api agamyatvat. It says even the devotee who is getting it does not understand that he got the grace. It's a difficult even for him to appreciate it. Sukshmam prema rasa anubhavakatvat. It is very subtle because it gives the experience of prema. Chinmatram prakrit sukrahityat. And it is chinmatra, so it does not give any material happiness. Matrapad prayoga sat sarvakala sattakam. So prakrit sukrahityat matrapad prayoga. Matrapad is used to say that this is all spiritual and not material at all. And then sat, the word sat means sarvakal sattakam, that it is eternal. Once you get it, you get it. You don't lose it like other material things. Anantakam nasti antakam antak bhayam. So anantakam means that you don't have the fear of antaka. Antaka means death. Imraj is also called Antaka because he brings the end. Antam karoti. So he is Antaka. So no fear from death anymore. Yatiti ananu samhitam phalarupam. So this comes as a side effect. Samsar kshayascha ukta. In this way, it is also indicated that this person becomes free from material conditioning. Kvachidatra vigyayati ardhapadyam adhikam tadap sampradayikam iti. Sri Vaishnav Toshni. In some readings there is another line here beginning with Vigyaya. So that is not accepted according to Vaishnav Toshni commentary. Vyavaharik sukh vinaskatvat suduraradhyam. So why is Krishna saying that my worship is not easy? He says because it does not give you material pleasure. So therefore it is difficult. So people generally think bhakti is an easy, simple thing. But Krishna says Suduraradhyam. Not only Duraradhyam, but Suduraradhyam. Although there are slokas which say that it is also Sukharadhyam. Tam Sukharadhyam Rijubhir Ananya Saranair Nibhi. Kritagya Konu Seveta Duraradhyam Sadhubhi. So he is Suduraradhya by those who are not devotionally inclined. But those who are devotionally inclined, he is Sukharadhya, he is easily worshipable. Because in doing worship, it's not that you have to carry some heavy weight on your head. But if you don't like something, then that thing looks very difficult. If you like something, then you can climb mountain happily. So therefore he says that Duraradhyam asadhubhi. That for a sadhus he looks very difficult to worship. Because there is no vyavaharik sukh in that. So therefore it appears like that. Tatasta ashu toshebhyo labdha rajya shriddhi lajya shriyodhata matta pramatta vardhan vismaranti avajanate. So therefore these people who find it difficult to worship Krishna or Vishnu, then they worship other devatas who can be pleased easily, Ashutosh. They are called Ashutosh, although is a name for Shiva, but here it is used for all other devatas also. So tataste Ashutoshebhyo labdharajya shriya uddhata. So then they get blessings from these other devatas who are easily pleased in the form of kingdom, wealth, and by that they become proud, uddhata. So labdharajya shriya uddhata. When they get some power, some position, some wealth, then that brings pride to them. So sampad brings mad. Sampad paya kaya mad nahi. So they get sampatti, wealth, with that pride comes. And therefore matta pramatta vardhan vismaranti avajanati. And they become so intoxicated and so disillusioned that they disrespect even the very devas who gave them the blessing, vardhan. So vardhan avajanate, they disregard them. So pramatta paramarsha shunya. So pramatta means that they are paramarsha shunya, that they are unable to understand things as they are. So that is their problem. So Sri Shuka uvacha Sapa prasadayorisha Brahma Vishnu Shivadayah Sadhya Shapa Prasadvanga Shivo Brahma Nachachyutah. So he says that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, other devatas like Indra, etc., Varuna, Chandra, Surya. So they all can curse you and also give you blessing. They have this power. All these devas can give blessings, and they can also curse you if they get angry at you. But Sadhya Shap Prasado Anga Shiva Brahmana Chachata. Shiva and Brahma, they can give their prasad, their blessing quickly. They become pleased quickly. They also become angry quickly. So therefore, they can also curse you. But Achyuta, Sri Krishna is not like that. He is not easily pleased, and he doesn't get angry also easily. So it takes time for him. It's like a big pot full of water. It takes long time to heat it. Then it will also take long time to cool it. If you have a small pot, water will start boiling very quickly. It will also cool down very quickly, right? So these are all small pots like that. And Vishnu is a big one, is a big cauldron. So it takes many hours to warm up. So that's what it says here. So there is no comment on this. So now he gives a story to explain this. How that they get easily pleased, give blessing, and how their own bhaktas can put them into trouble. So now the story, interesting story of Vrikasura comes. It is an interesting story because many times you see in human life, you do good to somebody and that person starts working against you. So that is the mentality which is coming here. Right? Many times people complain like this, I did so much for this and look what he has done to me. Swatra cha udaharanti imam itihasam puratanam Vrikāsurāya Girisho Varam Dattvāpa Sankatam. So he says that in this regard they recite the old history of Vrikāsura, which is sometimes called Bhasmasura. That Girisha, that is Shiva, gave him boon, and then by giving him boon he got into trouble himself. Sankatam Dattvāpa Sankatam. No commentary. Vriko nama sura putraha Shakune pathi naradam Drishtva shatosham papracha deveshu trishu durmati. So there was an asura whose name was Vrika. So Vrika is supposed to be type of fire. Vrika also is the wolf. So Vrikagni Bhima has. So his father's name was Shakuni. So son of Shakuni is Vrika. So one day he met Narada Rishi on the way. So after seeing him, he asked him that, you are very learned, can you tell me among Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu who is easily pleased? Shortcut. He says, I don't want to do tapasya for a long time, I want a quick result. So please tell me who is the one who gets easily pleased. So saha deva girisham updhava ashu siddhasi Yalpabhyam gundoshabhyam ashu tushyati kopyati. So he said, well, if you want to worship, then Devam Girisham Updhava. Saha Devam, should be Devam, not Deva. So Girisham Updhava Ashu Siddhati, that you worship Girish, that is Bhagavan Shiva. And he gets pleased very quickly. You worship him. But you should know that he is pleased with little good qualities. He is also displeased with little bad quality. Gundoshabhyam Ashu Tushyati. That's why it's called Ashutosha. Ashutosha means Ashu Tushyati. And also Ashu Kupyati. Can also be called Ashu Kopa. But that will not be a good name. So therefore they don't say it. Ashutosh looks nice, right? Easily satisfied. But along with easily satisfied comes easily dissatisfied. So that part is not told. But Narada is being very straightforward. He is not hiding it. He says he is pleased, he is also displeased. So be careful. So dasasya banayostushta stuvator vandinoriva aishwaryamatulam dattva tathapa susankatam. So he's giving the example that look how easily Shiva was pleased by Ravana. He only played some drum, right? Mridanga, to please him. No, they say that he was playing. No, that was Banasura maybe. That was Banasura. He was playing with his many hands. But Banasura has many hands. So he praised him. There are slokas like this about Shiva, that if you just full air in your cheeks and then you hit with the hand, that make the sound, then Shiva is pleased with that also. And you can offer some aak leaves, some bel patra. So now the month of Shravana left, people do that. So Stuvator Bandinoriva, he says that all they did was they just recited some prayers to him, and Shiva was pleased, and then he gave them unlimited opulence, Aishwarya Matulam Dattva. But then he also got into trouble himself. Got trouble from Ravana also, because Ravana then was lifting Kailash, because he became so powerful. So he uprooted Kailash mountain itself. Then Shiva has to push him down. His hand got stuck under it. And then Banasura, we read that after that he was saying that I need somebody to fight with me. And then he has to come and fight for him when Krishna came, because he gave him the boon also that he will protect his city. So he became a guard. So this is what he happened to Shiva by giving boons to these people. So Susankatam Kramena Kailasa Utpatanam Purupalanam cha. So these were the two problems which came from Ravana and Banasura respectively. That Ravana, he uprooted Kailash mountain, and for Banasura he has to protect the city. So big problem. Iti adishtastamasura upadhavat svagatratah kedare atma kravyena juvano agni mukham haram So when he was instructed like this by Sri Narada, then he worshipped Shiva. And how he was worshipping Shiva? He was worshipping Shiva from his own body. Means he was doing a yajna and he was cutting meat from his own body and offering it. Kravya, Atma Kravya. Kravya means meat, uncooked meat. So he was cutting his thigh, etc., and throwing it into the fire. And Shivaya Swaha. So, and this was in Kedarnath. And Agni Mukham Haram. So he worshipped Haram. Hara means Shiva. And Agni Mukha, through the fire. Swagatrataha sakashat atmakravyena atmana eva chinnena masena ityartha. Swagatrata means that he was cutting meat from his own body and offering it to Shiva as oblation into the fire. But he did this for 6 days. See, generally you get a cut in your body, doctor, then you bleed to death, right? How is that he didn't die for 6 days? What is the magic? He is a bloodless creature or what? So Devoplabdhim aprapya nirvedat saptame hani shiro avrishyat swadhitina tattirtha klina murdhajam. So 6 days passed and nothing happened. He says, what is this? They said, he is Ashutosh. And already passed 6 days and nothing has happened. So on 7th day, he decided to cut his own head. So he went and took a dip into the tirtha. Klina murdhajam means that his hair were wet from the water of the tirtha. Means he also made the tirtha with his blood. And then swadhitina avrishyat. So taking an axe, can you cut your own head? You have to be very expert for that. Cutting somebody else's head is difficult, to cut your own. So Avrishyat Chetu Mudyata. Avrishyat means cut, but he did not cut, he was about to cut. He was ready to do that. Swadhitina Khadgena. Swadhitina means he had a sword. Tattirtheva aklinna samay gardri bhuta murdhaja yattat. So because of the taking dip, his hair were wet. Murdhaja means hair. So they were completely wet. So he was cutting his wet head. So Shiva could not then tolerate this because he is Mahakarunika. Tada Mahakarunika sadhurjati yathavayam cha agnirivotthito nalat nigriye dorbhyam bhujyo nyavariyat tatsparshnad bhuya upaskrita kriti. So when he was about to do this, then highly compassionate Dhurjati, that is Shiva, he manifested from the fire. Yathavayam. So just like if somebody is committing suicide and you try to stop him, right? So he was also committing suicide, so Shiva came to stop him from that. So he came and manifested from the fire and caught hold of his both hands, which he was using to cut his head. And by the touch of Shiva, his body became normal like before. All the wounds were healed immediately. All the meat came back and he just became healthy just by his touch. So healing touch. That's what happened. So vayam adhuna yatna tatha yatha dukkhena martu kamam janam varyamase tadvat. He said, just like now, if we see somebody who is suffering and he wants to commit suicide, then we try to stop him. Like that Shiva also did. Sacha upaskrita akriti paripurnadaya. His body became complete as before. Means all the parts got healed. And then he told him, Tamaha changala malam malam vrinisva me yatha vikamam vitaramite varam priyayato ena nirnam prapadyatam aho tvayatma bhrishamardate vritha. So to him Shiva said, Tamaha changa alam alam. So alam is used in the sense of stop, stop, or don't do this. Alamati vistarayana, many times you see. So means enough, enough. Alam also means enough. So he says, enough of this, stop it. Yatha vikamam vitramite varam. Whatever you want, whatever boon you want from me, I will give you that. And priyaya toyena nirnam prapadyatam. He says, I am satisfied even if somebody gives me some water, pours one cup of water on Shivling, then Shiva is pleased with that. So why are you taking this tough process? So, tvaya atma bhrishamardate. Why are you unnecessarily torturing your body? This is not necessary. You want some boon, I will give you. It doesn't cost me anything. So alam alam siras chedanena. Alam alam means stop cutting your head. So now when he was asked to take a boon, Vrikasura was happy. Now what is the boon he is taking? He is taking such a stupid boon. There are 4 types of people. Number 1 type of people are those that they sacrifice their life to good to others. And number 2 type of people are there that they will do good to themselves, but they don't trouble others. They will not cause harm to anybody, but they work for their own benefit. So good for themselves, no problem to others. Number 3 type of people are those who do good to themselves at the expense of others. And number 4 type of people are those who give harm to others, no good to themselves. They just give hell to others, that's all in their life. They are the one who are called asura. So he takes a asuric boon, which is not doing any good to him. So devam savavre papiyan varam bhut bhayavaham yasya sakaram srishni dhasya samriyatamiti. So he took this boon from Deva, Shiva, that sinful fellow, the boon which caused fear to all living beings. Because anybody who will know that he has this boon, they will not come near him, at least at his arm's length. That much distance they will keep. So he took the boon that on whoever's head I put my hand, that person will die. So what good is this boon? What is the benefit of it? So after doing so much austerity, cutting his own bodily limbs and suffering for 6 days, and then ready to cut his head, this is what he gets. And Shiva is such an expert, what will you call, compassionate that he did not think twice what is he asking for. He just gave it. He said, okay, tathastu. He said, you want this, no problem. No commentary on this. Tachutva Bhagavan Rudro Durmana iva Bharata omiti prahasan tasmai dehe dadehe ramritam yatha. So when Rudra, Shiva, heard this, he was not very happy. Durmana iva, that what is this he is asking. But still he said omiti. He says, okay, let it be so, while smiling. So he gave him boon, just like you may give nectar to a snake. So, aher amritam yatha. If you give nectar to snake, that also he will make poison out of it. So that's what he got. Ityukta swasuro nunam gauri harana lalasaha satad var parikshartham sambhor murdhni kilasura. So when Shiva said this, then the Asura immediately got the idea. He thought, why not I kill Shiva and get his wife? He says he has a beautiful wife, but he doesn't deserve her. Such a beautiful wife, and look how he is dressed. So I'll be a better match for Gauri. So he says, anyway, let me try the boon on him. So he reached out to put his hand on his. He says, okay, you gave me the boon, now I bless you. So generally you put your hand on somebody's head by blessing. So this is his blessing. So tadvari parikshartham sambhav murdhrim kalasura swahastam dhatu mare bhe swabhibhyate swakritat Shiva. So when he began to put his hand on his head, Shiva became scared. And he thought that what is this? I am paying the price for my own boon now. So even Shiva was afraid. So this is why it said that. So swakritat swadatvarat abhibheta bhayam prapta abhibhyat iti patharsha. So he became fearful by his own boon, thinking that what is this? I got into unnecessary trouble by giving boon to this asura. Tena upsrishta santrasta paradhaman save patuhu yavadantam divo bhume kashthanam udgadudak. So then Shiva started running away from him, and this was the first marathon. Yeah, because they ran all over the earth, non-stop. They went up to different lokas, planets, here, there. Not something like half a marathon type. So what half marathon? Full time. So Shiva is the champion, he is leading, he is winning the race. But the other guy is also not giving up. And he is shaking. He is running and shaking out of fear. So in fear you can run marathon. In happy state you may not run, but in fear he can. So yavadanto divo bhume kashthanam udgadudak. So he went to the end of Diva, Bhumi, here, there. Finally he started running to the north. Udak, Udichi. So tena surena upsrashta anudruta. So being chased by that asura, paradhavan palayamana. So he was running. Sandiva bhume kashthanam chayavadantam, till the end of earth and the divas ant paryantam udgat. So utkarshena dhavat, and he was really running very fast. Udak uttarto disha sakashat, so from the north direction. Ajanantah pratividhi tushnimasan sureshvara tato vaikunthamagamat bhaswaram tam param. So when Shiva was running, the other devatas, they also saw him running, but they did not know what to do, because nobody wanted to come near. So Suraj puts his hand, then he will also be getting the blessing. He'll become free from his karma. Right? When you become free from your karma, your body drops dead. So this was the blessing. So nobody came, they all remained silent and watched from far. So finally Shiva realized that I should go to Vaikuntha. So he started running towards Vaikuntha, Svedvip. So he went to Vaikunthamagamat Bhaswaram Tamsa Param, which is effulgent and beyond avidya, ignorance. So that's where he will find his solace. So Sureshwaradya, Brahmadya. So Brahma, etc., they all tried to help, but could not. They didn't think what to do. So he comes to Vaikuntha. Yatra Narayana Sakshat Nyasinam Paramagatihi Shantanam Nyastadandanam Yato Navartate Gataha. So Vaikuntha is where Narayana lives, who is the destination of the sannyasis, the peaceful ones, who has given up all punishment to others, Nyastadandanam, or those sannyasis who give up their sannyas danda also. Paramahansas, they are also called Nyastadanda. Both ways it can be seen. And yato navartate kata, if you enter into Vaikuntha, you don't come back from there. Yad gatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama, Krishna says in Gita. So that is also stated here. No comment on this. Sotam tatha vyasnam drishtva Bhagavan Vrijnardanaha Durat Pratyudayat Bhutva Vatuko Yoga Mayayaha. So Bhagavan Narayana, he saw from far that Shiva was coming and he was in trouble. Tatha Vyasnam means that problem he was facing. So Bhagavan is called Vrijnardan, or one who dispels your trouble. So he saw from far that how Vrikasura was coming towards him, Prati Udiyat. So then what he did that he took the form of a Batuka. Batuka means Brahmachari. He became a young boy, like a student, with a book in his hand and one begging bowl in his other hand. And he started walking towards Vrikasura. So Pratyudyat Sammukham Agata came in front of him. And then you see how he will treat Vrikasura with great respect. Mekhila Ajina Danda Kshais Tejasagnirivajwalan Abhivadayama Sacha Tam Kushapanir Vinitavat. So he was dressed like a real brahmachari. He had a mekhla. Mekhla is one belt brahmachari used to tie around their waist, made from kusha grass. And Ajina, he was wearing deer skin. He had a stick in his hand, danda, And he had Akshamala in his neck. He was having some mala, maybe Tulsi mala. And Tejsa Agni Ivajwalan. And he appeared very brilliant, as if like fire. So he came near him, looking very beautiful, effulgent, just like Vamandev came to Bali. So in the Shastra, we see that when somebody wants to trick other, then either they become sannyasi or they become brahmachari. Right? Ravana became sannyasi. Indra also became sannyasi when he came to steal the horse of Prithu Maharaj. Arjuna also became sannyasi when he kidnapped Subhadra. So this is a trick. And Vamandev became brahmachari. He also became brahmachari. So these two ashrams are good because people take them very seriously and honorably, They think they are sadhu type. So this is the dress of the cheaters. So Mekhla Ajindanda Akshais Tejsa Agni Reva Jwalan. And then Abhivadya Maschatam Kushapani. He also had grass in his another hand. Kusha grass is considered as very pure. So one stick, kusha, mala. He was nicely well dressed externally. Because when you have to trick somebody, you have to actually look very nice externally. There should be no possibility of the other person doubting your intention. How come you don't have a tilak? Nothing like that. So then he goes and he greets him in a very humble manner. Like very, very nice, well behaved, so that Vrikashura get astonished. So Abhivadya Masa. Abhivadya Masa means he greeted. Ashisham Bruvan Swayam Namaskarya Masa. While giving him good blessing, he bowed down to him. It's like many times beggars come, they also say, Aapka kalyan ho, please give me this. So like that. Means all auspiciousness on you, please give me some bhiksha. So like that he also gave him swasti astu. And then he bows down also. Yadva abhivadyamaseti asmakam brahmadarshinam sarvbhutani eva abhivadyani bhavantu sakne putro gyani tapasvi mambator abhivadya eva iti devatyamasa. Or the meaning is that he greeted him saying that look, we are Brahmadarshi, so for us everything is Brahman and therefore everything is respectable. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. And why not you be respectable to me? You are the son of Shakuni. Your father is so great. Not this Mahabharata Shakuni, but great Asura. So you are not son of an ordinary person. Your father is a very big Shakuni. Shakuni also means bird. So you definitely deserve respect from me. And you are Jnani and you are Tapasvi. You are very austere, very knowledgeable, learned, scholar, philosopher. So when Vrika heard his heart opened completely. Nobody gave such praise to him. Not even his father. Maybe he only got his beatings from the father. So Mam Bhator Abhivadya, he says, I am just a simple brahmachari and you are a grihastha, so I bow down to you. So this is how Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So he describes what he said. Shakunaya bhavan vyaktam shranta kim duramagataha kshanam vishramyatam pumsha atmayam sarvakamaduk. So he is calling him as Shakuneya. He says, oh Shakuneya, means you, son of Shakuni, such a great father, and Bhavan, out of respect he is calling him as Bhavan, not Tvam. He says Vyaktam, he says you are manifest here. Shranta, you look very tired. Vyaktam Shranta means you look tired. Kim Duram Agata, have you come from a far distance? Relax. Kshanam Vishramyatam, please have a nice seat. Atmayam Sarvakamdhuk. He says you should not torture your body too much because Sariram Khalu Sarvasadhan. So this Sarira, this body, is the means for everything. You want happiness, it cannot come from without body, So don't torture this body unnecessarily. All this tapasya, etc., not for you. So in this way, he is praising him. Praise is important. Atma Deha, Atma means body here. Sarva Kama Prapuraka. It fulfills all your desires. Atastada Bhidrava Swamena Mapidya. Therefore don't torture it by running too much. He says, why are you running this marathon? You want a medal, I'll give you. Relax, Let the Shiva run. Don't trouble. Yadina Shravanayalam Yusmad Vyavasitam Vibho Bhanyatam Prayasha Pumbhir Dhritai Swartham Samiyate. And saying that, O Master, O Lord, O Vibhu, if you think that we are worthy to hear, why are you running? What is the problem? Then please tell this to us. Bhanyatam Prayasha. Say generally when someone has a problem and he tells it to others, others can find a solution and problem can be solved. So Pumbhi Dhritai Swarthan Samiyate. So with the help of others, you can solve your problem. So two heads think better than one head, right? So tell me what is the problem. I am a brahmachari. We are used to solving mathematics problems in the school, right? Nyaya, complex situations. So tell me. So dhritai pumbhi swasahayi kritai. Dhritai means people who help you. Sakyam purushai swartham samiyate sadhyati. That you can attain your goal with the help of others. Tena mam prati sva vyavasitam uchyatam. Therefore tell me what is the trouble. Why are you running so much? You are sweating unnecessarily. Mayapi brahma tejo balena api tatra sahayam kartum shakyam syat. He says, I have got Brahma Tejas. I have got the power of Brahma. So I will help you. Tell me what is the difficulty. So now we'll stop here. He's going to tell his problem. And as soon as he tells the problem, the solution is right there. He says, solution is not very far away. Problem is your hand. Solution is also your hand. All you have to do is just scratch your head. Right? You have to think. You're not thinking. Sit down here and think, Just touch your head. I'm such a stupid boon. By mistake he touched his head, he's gone. And he will make him touch his hand. Okay. Any question? Yeah.
Number 9, the last line, Atha eva anugraham karishye iti aprayujya mad anugraham iti mamiva anugraham karishye iti artha. So mam iva, matlab jo anugrah, jo kripa.
It's just like me. The blessing which you are getting is just like me, means as if you are getting me.
तो मेरे जैसे ही वो Aprakrit. And in verse number 19, there is a word for Lord Shiva which comes Dhur Jati.
That's Shiva's name.
तो धूर जटी तो समझ आ गया जिनकी जटा है, धूर का मतलब क्या होगा?
I don't remember, I have to check. Okay, anyone else? Yes, Rhodes.
Babaji, so I have a question about like the implications of the topic we discussed yesterday and at the beginning of today about how in some cases Krishna makes his bhaktas progressively more and more destitute. So, you know, I don't know if I fall into that category or not, but I have had some problems making money in my life, and so I was wondering, like, should someone who's having problems making money and may or may not be in this situation, should they continue to try to make money, or is it better to just give up earlier rather than later?
Well, if you can survive by giving up, do it. You know? You have to think how you'll survive.
Yeah, I mean, right now I live with my parents, and they're pretty rich, but is it going against Krishna's will to try to keep making money, even if he wants you to be destitute?
No, he doesn't want you to be destitute. He wants you to be a devotee. That's what we saw. That those people who are very much attached for wealth, then they cannot become obviously devotees because they are absorbed in that. So when Krishna really wants to give his blessing, he takes away that object of attachment. It could be wealth, it could be anything else, it could be some person. And this is only when he wants to give his grace. It does not mean that if somebody is not making money, then that is a grace. You want to think it as a grace, that is also a grace. You can think everything as a grace, that is a grace. So if you want to take advantage, if you want to devote your time to be a devotee and your parents have no problem, then do it, you know.
I mean, I think it'll be smart for me to try to make at least some money.
Yes, otherwise your parents after some time will kick you out.
No, it's just they're old. They had me late, and they're old, and so they'll pass away at some point, and then I'll have to, support myself. And my state has a high inheritance tax, but no, I think it's smart for me to make some money, and then I'll, if Krishna really doesn't want me to make money, I guess he'll win in the end, but I can try in the meantime.
Yeah, try for some time. Then you will know whether what Krishna wants or not. Okay.
Mohini has a question. In the last chapter of verse 35, it was said that Bhakti is Nitya Sukhamai, and you explained how it is causeless and unbroken. I understand how it is unbroken since nothing can divert Bhakti away, but I do not understand how Bhakti causeless when Bhagwan is attained. You explained when I go somewhere to get money, then that is the cause. So how is Bhakti causeless when one attains Bhagavan?
Bhakti is causeless whether one attains Bhagwan or not Bhagwan. Bhakti asanjatiya bhakta. Bhakti comes from Bhakti only, it is not material. Therefore it cannot come by as an outcome of any material action. That's why it is called causeless. Narayanji.
Pranam Guru Maharaj. My question is from yesterday. There was a part where you mentioned that it was mentioned that by doing upasana of any one of the tattvas and by pleasing the, I think the predominating deity, one acquires the opulences of all the others also. So, what is the point of making this kind of a comment? They're saying, what is the significance of this comment? I mean, for example, if I worship, let's say, Earth, if I do the upasana of Prithvi, so are they implying that all the strength and all the opulences that are inherent in all the other elements, the 16 elements which are being mentioned in that verse, they'll all manifest in the person, or maybe I'm missing the context? So I wanted to understand that.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to say. The point there was that worshipping any of these devatas, because worship earth does not mean this adhibhautik earth. You are going to worship the adhideva. So worshipping any of the devas, you can get what you want. Of course, there are devas and there are updevas, and they have their limits. But ultimately, what is that you want to get? Basically, people want money or they want some power. What else people want? You want basically some Shakti, some energy. Could be physical power, it could be power of beauty, power of intellect. So this is what you can get from them. That's what means.
I see. It doesn't imply in any way that, I thought from that what they're trying to say is that the gunas, and because Lord Shiva, he accepts the gunas, right? He accepts especially the ahankar, the gun. And then there are 3 divisions, and from that ahankar, the 16 modifications happen. So are they actually also implying that in this universe, the actual Ishvara is Lord Shiva only for this universe? And of course, obviously we understand that it is Lord Krishna, obviously that has been explained. But just in terms of conducting the affairs of this universe, is it fair to conclude that there is only one tattva in the end, and people who worship Lord Shiva like that, they realize him in that way?
Yeah, he is in charge of the Prakriti, because Prakriti is called Maya, she is given the form. That's why I said that he has the trident which signifies the 3 gunas. So in that sense he is in charge. He has a lot of power. Although we say that Brahma is the creator and Vishnu is the protector. So that is when you are describing that each one has got their independent roles to play. But as far as matter is concerned, then Shiva is controlling it.
Okay. So this is why no matter what boon comes from Lord Shiva, essentially it is within the gunas only, whether it is peace of mind. Because a lot of people, they pray to Lord Shiva not just for money, but also for, especially in South India, for peace of mind and this and that and whatnot. So, okay, so it is all within the gunas basically.
Yeah.
Thank you.